He wants to see.
Oh,
Okay.
he's so cute.
I used to have an orange tabby.
Look, he's
He's an
adorable.
asshole. Ask Taryn, he don't let her come up to the house at all.
No?
Mm-mm. He's like, this is my house, ma'am. I don't know what you're doing here.
Well, he's cute.
Thank you.
Okay, so Winners Wednesday. Today's February 18th, 2026. Tonight, we are going to talk about doing Zoom parties. So I've done these a couple times with Cleo so far. I'm going to do my first one with pharmacy next week. So I'm excited about that. It's been fun to do with Cleo, but then I thought, you know what? I need to do this with pharmacy too. So I'll talk about both businesses because I know some of you guys are both businesses, some are one or the other. But all the ideas that I have will, like always, kind of relate to both. So here's why I started doing some Zoom parties. I feel like people are tired of Facebook group parties, and I just the last couple years have really struggled with getting enough people into the group, getting the hosts to follow like my host coaching tips. Not to say that it doesn't ever work and that I won't ever do a traditional group party, because if you have a really good host, that can make all the difference in the world. But I have found people to be more perceptive lately to like Zoom parties or group chat parties because they're just like a little bit faster and just easier. So let's talk about Zoom parties. Great for getting you more bookings, new customers, referrals, new team members, because we always want to be trying to think about meeting more people, new people to keep growing our business so we don't become stagnant. So today's call objectives. We'll talk about some different types of party themes, so-called parties, workshops, classes, whatever you want to call them. We'll talk about it. How to book them, what to say, what to post, what to message people, how to do a Zoom party, like step by step, and how to follow up with people afterwards, convert them from watchers to customers or joiners, and then how to get your next bookings. So I say Zoom because that's what everybody recognizes, but you guys know from this call, I use Google Meet. So you could use that. You could even, if you don't, you could even use like some other video app, like a group chat and do a video. I'm sure there's a lot of other ways to do it. So, but it's really easy to do through Google Meet or Zoom because you can just share people the link to it and they just hop on, right? It's really simple to set up. If you go into Zoom or Google, you just click create a meeting or create a Zoom, and it'll give you a link that you could use ahead of time, or you could just start one then and there and send people the link. So, and you can invite people through email too, which is kind of handy. So I'm going to talk about some of my tips that have been working for me since I've been doing some of them, and I have some under my belt. So we'll talk about some themes first. I do think it is good to have a theme and kind of have a focus of what you want out of the event, so people kind of get more excited about it and know the value of it and a little more about what it's going to be like. So we'll talk about, I'll give some ideas for Cleo themes, and then I'll give some ideas for pharmacy themes. And if you're like have some ideas, but you're not sure of what to turn it into, what to call it, use ChatGPT. Use that to help you. Like, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to show. Help me come up with a fun idea. Help me come up with an outline for it, even if you wanted to. But here's some ideas for Cleo. Girls' Manny Night, salon night at home. You could even focus in on nail care and repair class. Right? Nail hacks and application tips, or mixed mani party, or like say it's maybe you have a theme for like somebody's birthday. It could be like, you know, birthday party theme or anniversary theme. You know, you could make it into a lot of different things depending on the time of the year. It could be like a St. Patrick's Day theme, you know? So lots of different ways to kind of go there. So those are just like some basic ideas. For pharmacy, theme ideas, makeup and beauty hacks. Everybody loves makeup and beauty hacks.
Mhm.
Skincare class. Just teach people how to use the skincare, what order it goes in, talk about the products. Wellness must-haves, shake and glow night, morning routine class, or even a nighttime routine class. So I think it just depends on like, what are the products you're using and really loving? How could you turn that into like a focused theme where you're not covering all the things because you don't want to overwhelm people, but you're kind of like zeroing in on some little aspect, right? So people are going to come for the fun and the education, and then sales come naturally, especially with a good follow-up. And I'm going to talk about that. But create a fun name. And like I said, use ChatGTP if you're not great at creativity. Let ChatGTP be the creative mind for you. Let me let somebody in here. Yay, it's Brandy. Hi, Brandy. So far, Brandy, we just talked about theme ideas. And now we're going to get into how to book these events. Okay. Keep it simple and casual. That's always my rule of thumb. I try so hard when I'm talking to people to not overwhelm them with all the details. So short and sweet when we're messaging people. And I'll give you some ideas of things to say. But let's talk about who to ask first off. People who already love the products, obviously, but also maybe think about people that haven't shopped with you yet, people that are engaging in your content, people that are asking questions, people that are watching what you're doing. They're watching your stories. They're watching your reels, your lives. But also go beyond that. You can, if you're like scrolling Facebook or social media and you see somebody who's posting about their skincare, their makeup, their nails, their eyelashes, their brows, whatever, somebody that loves like beauty or wellness products, don't be afraid to reach out to them too. Even people that are just like real social butterflies, those are great people to have in these kind of events because they're going to help you boost up the energy. So I always try to throw in somebody who's kind of like got that energy too. Okay, so we'll talk about message scripts for actually getting the bookings. So the first ones that I've done so far, I've just been messaging people. Do you have a question, Sissy?
Yeah. Do you have an outline of this notes for us like usual?
Yep.
Okay.
I've got it all for you. Yeah,
Good,
you
I'll
don't have
stop
to
writing.
write furiously.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So some scripts, okay? So when I first did my first, I think I've done 2, maybe 3 now. And I just started messaging people like, hey, I'm doing a fun little Manny night Zoom, such and such night. I thought you might be interested. Do you want to pop in? And I got a huge running list of people that said, yeah, they were interested. And then just as many people that said they were interested, but they were busy that day. So I wrote down everybody's name that said yes. And I wrote down everybody's name that said next time. Because then when I'm doing my next one, I can reach back out to them, right? But you also want to remember who actually said yes, they want to go, because those are great people to connect with and follow up later after the event, to follow up with when there's sales and deals. Like anytime somebody shows interest, you want to make sure to hold them close and don't forget about them because it's really easy to forget. So I always write it down. But here's some scripts. Hey girl, and I don't recommend saying hey girl. Actually, I recommend saying like hey and their name. So it doesn't sound quite so copy and pasted at least. But
Right.
Most likely you're gonna copy and paste. That's okay. But I do like adding their name. I'm doing some fun Zoom party beauty nights. And I'm looking for a few hosts this month. Or if you don't want to say host, you can just say, I'm looking for a few fun ladies that want to participate. It's super easy. Just invite your friends if you want and just hang out. Want the details. And that one's kind of geared towards getting people to host for you. But
Right.
I would say like the first time, kind of do it as like this, you're kind of the main host, you're inviting people, but let them know they can invite people too. Here's a customer version. So you already love the products. I thought of you first. I'm doing a small Zoom party and I'm going to do a giveaway. Would you like to pop in? Another one is like if you have somebody that is really social butterfly, they're already getting people connected, you'd be fun to do a girls' night Zoom with. I teach tips and everyone gets deals and giveaways. Do you want to team up on this? So you're kind of showing like, hey, we can do this together. You can invite your friends. This will be fun. And any of these, I definitely recommend you could kind of mix them together. If you like part of one script, but part of another, take it and make it your own, right? I do think it's great to offer like an exclusive deal and maybe a giveaway if you can of something small. I mean, with Clio, we earn rewards and the product credits. So it's easy to just give away a product credit code, right? With pharmacy, my favorite giveaway is the face masks, the sheet masks, because I can stick it in an envelope and send it out. So I love to do that. And then now that we have the new welcome program and team building program is gift cards, I'm giving those away too. I'm not using them, I'm giving them away. So but you don't have to necessarily do a giveaway, like do what's within your own budget and, you know, do what you're comfortable with. But then I also recommend posting about it too. I did get people that were interested from my post. And honestly, I was really surprised how many people were interested in the Zoom event because, you know, I've been trying for parties. I was with my previous company, the party girl, right? And I loved to party. So, but since I've seen those kind of on the decline, I have to try something new, right? And adjust. And so I didn't know what to expect. And I was pleasantly surprised how many people were interested in this. But so also post. I like to do curiosity-based posts. So post something with your picture, a picture of maybe your giveaway or products or whatever. And then you could just say something like, would anybody want to do a girls' manny night on Zoom with me and a couple of friends? Or a couple of my friends even. Or something like, I'm booking 3 beauty nights this month. Who wants details? Or keep it even more curiosity based, like who loves skincare nights and wine? Right? So you could take this a lot of different ways and definitely use ChatGPT. Once again, if you want something a little more tailored, I recommend telling chat, make sure it's short and simple, no more than 2 sentences. Right? Because we don't want to overwhelm people. If I open a message and it's like takes up half my screen or my whole screen, nope. Most likely I'm not reading it. Unless it's from somebody on my team who might need help, you know? Okay, now let's get into the organization aspect and how to make sure that this has a good system. Like you're starting off with a strong system. So I recommend creating some sort of a RSVP system for these. And here's why. And I'll tell you what I do for my RSVP. It gets your attendance higher because you're more able to keep in contact with the people that say yes, they want to come. It helps you have an easy way to follow up with people because you've got the list of who all wants to attend in one place from your RSVP system. And it also makes it feel official to the person that says yes. I feel like they're more likely to come if they take them time to fill out this quick form for you. That shows they're probably actually going to show up, and it might even make them feel a little more excited too. So what I do is I use JotForm, and it's just a simple like, what's your name? What's your email address? what's your phone number if you prefer a text message reminder. I make that one be optional because some people don't want to give their number. And then I ask them what they're interested in, and I'll have like a little check, they can check mark off what they're interested in based on what the theme is. So it just depends on what your theme is, right? Are you interested in nail care, press-ons, LEDs, or, if it's pharmacy, are you interested in, maybe if you're doing a skincare theme, do you need help with dull skin, enlarged pores, dry skin, aging, you know what I mean? So I would kind of tailor it to what your event is. But you can also, if you don't use Jotform, which by the way, I love Jotform, and I know I've showed it in previous trainings, because the data it gives you is really nice. It's really easy to navigate through. Let me know if you need to see that training again. And you get like 5 free Jotforms. So I don't pay for it. I just keep no more than 5 Jotforms, and then I archive the ones I'm not using anymore, so I can always make new ones. But you could also use Google Forms. I know that in boards, there's a way to have like a response thing if you're using a page. In boards, one of the features on boards in a page is contact information. So you could even do it through that.
But that's a paid version.
I'm not sure if pages in boards is paid or not, because I pay for boards, so
yeah,
I don't know for sure. But Google Forms is free, Jotform is free.
Okay.
Yeah. And do you guys want to see my RSVP Jotform?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me show you real quick. Gonna have me log in.
The baby likes your voice when it keeps moving. That's what I'm sitting over here laughing about, because her belly's going like this.
Oh,
He likes his Auntie Win.
Okay, let's see. Okay, here it is. And I'll send this, I'll include it in the notes if you guys want. So, because you can make a copy of someone else's form. So here's the one I made for Clio. I haven't made one for pharmacy yet. So just Manny Zoom RSVP, and it just says fill out this RSVP for our Manny night. And so it just name, email, address. You don't have to have that, but I just let them know in case you're the winner and I need to know where to send your prize. That just makes it easier when you have that information right off the bat. Phone number, optional if you want a text reminder. And do you want a bonus entry? I have like a little thing for getting, because I do a giveaway. So like if they set up a customer account with me, they get an extra entry if they shop, if they join my VIP, right? And then I actually have more, like scroll to learn more. I have my learning link that you guys have seen before, right? Linked there, so they can click on it right there. I have my shopping link and then just the submit button. And when I make my pharmacy one, I'll give you guys that template too. In fact, I'll make my pharmacy one tomorrow because I'm getting ready for my pharmacy one. And so I'll add that in with our notes too. But I like that because for me, I like stuff digital as much as I can. It makes it easier for me when I'm following up. I can take all of the email addresses that were on there. I can copy and paste them right into my email, and I can email everyone at once, like reminder, it's happening in an hour, here's what to expect, reminder, here's how to get your bonus entries, right? It just makes it, in my mind, so much easier. And then when I want to book another, I can look back at that too and be like, oh yeah, these people signed up. So for me, I think it's well worth it to be organized in the beginning. It makes it easier later. Okay. And then planning the actual Zoom party. So keep it simple but structured. Have an idea of what you want to do, even if it's just jotted bullet points. I want to cover this, because it's easy to get totally on squirrel moments and forget where you were going to say, and then you get nervous and who knows what. So I have like 5 kind of things to cover for a 30-minute event. So welcome and introductions. Let people introduce themselves. Let them know what's going to happen in the event. Introduce yourself. Tell them maybe why you joined, what your goal is with this. And not like sales, but like, I love helping women feel beautiful. This is a passion of mine, stuff like that. And then the teaching portion, you don't want to go more than like 10 to 15 minutes or you might lose people. But the nice thing that I love about the Zooms is it's interactive. People can talk. They can ask questions right away, right? So I do feel like it's a little easier than like a live where people just are typing. Like people can speak up and hopefully you have people that do because that makes it more fun.
Right.
And some sort of a demo or tutorial, like 5 to 10 minutes. So and you could kind of combine those 2 steps, right? You could combine an education during your demo or tutorial, which is what I like to do. I like to kind of combine those 2 things together. So like if I was doing skincare, I would talk about the order that you put skincare on, light to thick. I would talk about, as I'm doing each product, how to use it, what the benefits are, right? What are the key ingredients in it? Trying to not overwhelm people, but keep it light, right? So you might have to kind of look at the website, think about some key things you want to make sure that you say and don't forget. And once you have like your plan, you keep reusing it, So I recommend like writing it down. I'm digital, so I write mine on Google Docs. So I can look back and I can find it later and I can edit it later too. If I want to do something similar, but different, I can change little things, right? And then deals and how to order. If you're going to do a giveaway, let them know how they're going to earn points for the giveaway. You could do the giveaway then and there if you want, like anybody that's on right now, anybody that shops. And you might say at the beginning, anybody that shops before the end of this call, you're going to get double points or whatever you want to say, right? You might tell them that right away because that'll kind of encourage people to be on the website and like shopping while you're talking and showing things. And then you could always do a game too if you want. Like I've done in the past. Like before I did a Zoom just for like fun. I didn't do a class, but we just did a fun night and we did like a scavenger hunt. Who's the first person that can find something red, right? Hold it up. Mm-hmm. Like, whatever. You could do a game if you want, something fun, totally optional, but why not throw in a little bit of fun there? And then when I do the giveaway live then and there, I just use wheelofnames.com. I put everybody's name on the wheel. They might have bonus entries if they like joined my VIP or they set up a customer account with me or ahead of time or like whatever. And then I like to do it kind of then and there. It kind of like makes it a little more fun, makes people see like, oh, I actually did win something. This was fun. Maybe I want to book one of these too, So let's talk about actual specific to Clio or pharmacy, okay? And so some ideas for what you could do for Clio: nail prep basics, application tips, common mistakes, removal, nail care routine, right? And you might not do all of those, but you know what I mean? You could have some of those. When I did my Clio one, I already had half of my hand already naked. And then I showed how to take a couple of nails off. And then I showed my nail prep. I had a bowl of hot water with a nail brush. I scrubbed my nails off. Like I pushed back my cuticles, all the things. But I only did 2 nails. I only did a couple of nails. I think my first time I did like all of my hands and it was a lot. So don't feel like you have to do your whole hand or anything. And then pharmacy examples of what you could do. Let's say you're going to do like something about wellness, your favorite wellness products. So you could do a shaker demo, shake up your favorite products, like your milkshake with your collagen and creatine, whatever you want to throw into it. Or maybe you make your glow up drink, show people. And as you're doing that, talk about the benefits of it, talk about your personal experience. What have you found? Talk about other people's experiences. And then again, how to order, talk about deals and giveaway. So super easy. It doesn't have to be hard. Try to keep it to 30 minutes if you can. And that's where having like kind of a little bit of a plan is helpful to help you stay on time there. Now we're going to end off. I just have a couple more things. So let's talk about reminding people to attend, because it is important to remind people to attend. And again, I already talked about, you could send it out as a group email. You could send it out as text reminders too, if they gave you their phone number. You could create a group chat if you wanted, if they're kind of friends of yours, you could put them all in a group chat too if you want. But I do think that you get best results if you message or email people kind of individually.
Yeah.
I do, and more than one avenue too, right? So send an email, send a message. You're going to get best results because not everybody's on their Facebook checking Messenger all day, and they might not see their email either. So I recommend double whammy to make sure you cover all your bases. But I would send a 24-hour reminder, a morning of reminder, and then 1 hour before a reminder. And in that, I would just let them know, like, hey, I can't wait for tonight. It's going live at 7 o'clock. I've got a giveaway also. I'm super excited. Don't forget, you get bonus entries for the giveaway if you ... right? They set up a customer account. They follow you on Facebook or join your VIP if you have one, like whatever ways you want them to get extra points. And then don't forget to follow up after the Zoom. And also, by the way, don't take it personal if not everybody showed up. Because that's going to happen. But keep doing it and you'll find you're going to start getting new customers, new orders. The last one I did, I got 2 brand new people that ordered. So follow up within 24 hours. Just like, hey, thanks for coming last night. What did you like most? That easy. Doesn't have to be long and drawn in. You might send them the link, make sure they have it. Hey, I wanted to make sure you have the link in case you wanted to shop. Offer them help in choosing products if they seem like they need some help. And then you could invite them to host or join too. Maybe offer them a gift for if they book their own. I'm sending out a sheet mask that I put on last night to anybody that books their own event with me, or whatever it is that you want. Do make sure at the end of the Zoom you do talk about getting people to book their own event, and you're going to utilize the referral rewards program that we talked about. I think that was last week, right? So don't forget about bringing that up. Let them know they earn rewards. So I have some homework for you guys.
Cool.
Plan out your Zoom party. Make a little template. Make a plan. And then ask 5 people to attend. I would say do it by the end of the month. We've got, let's see, today's the 20 or the 18th. We only have 28 days. You've got 10 days. I'm putting the pressure on you guys. 10 days to come up with a quick plan. Keep it nice and easy. Don't stress yourself out, but try to get 5 people to attend. And then let me know how it goes. Let us all know how it goes. And I'm going to do my pharmacy one next week too. I'm doing it too, guys.
Good.
Yeah. My Clio ones have been fun. And so yeah, I think it's fun. It's something different.
Right. Well, the good thing about it is getting new customers.
Yep.
You got to keep getting new blood.
Yep. And it's so, it really did amaze me because it's like, I go live and I do my nails all the time. It was basically the same thing I do when I do my nails live,
Right.
you know, except that I did a little giveaway. But I got people that hadn't shopped with me, people that hadn't been engaging in my lives that were interested. And I was like, huh, this is interesting.
So you invited them individually as well as posted it on your VIP group or your
Yep.
regular web page or your regular.
I think I posted it everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, yep, I did message. I spent like 2 hours one morning actually just inviting, messaging as many people as I could.
Right.
And, you know, I got a lot of people that didn't respond. I got a lot of people that said no thanks, but I got a lot of people that said yes, they were interested. And only a percentage of them actually showed up.
Right.
Which, you know, it happens. But I still have that list of people, like I said, that said, yeah, that sounds fun.
Cool.
So, yeah. All right, guys. Who's going to try it out? Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
Yep.
I think
I
it's
will.
fun. For me, like personally, sometimes when I feel under pressure, to just like do it, I'll just get it done. You know, and I'll do it scared.
Yeah.
And that's what I recommend. Like, don't wait until you feel like this is perfect, because otherwise it's never going to happen.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just you hanging out, sharing some products, do a quick giveaway, tell what deals we have.
Has anybody done the challenge yet for the Clio from
Julie?
Julie?
Yeah,
Have any of
I
you
did.
ladies done it?
Yeah, I got mine all done. I did all my videos just yesterday morning, just while I did my nails.
I got to find an easier way to do videos.
What problem are you having?
They're too freaking long. I talk too much.
Yeah. So I think having a quick little bullet point and like a list, and try to stick to that list. And then I recommend you're talking while you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I do, like back when we were doing that Instagram training, I showed you how to speed it up. I speed mine up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll click on a clip. And if I have a big space that I'm like, you know what, I'll rewatch it, right? And if I'm like, you know what, that part wasn't important, you can click the split button and then delete that whole chunk out.
See, that's what I don't know, is how to edit.
I can send you a little screen recording too.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to edit. To
Mhm.
get rid
There's
of that
also
dead.
a lady on Instagram, or not on Instagram, on YouTube, that teaches people how to make videos on Instagram and stuff like that as
Ooh.
well. So that helps.
Okay. I'll do that too.
I think I've sent it in the chat before, so if I can find it again, I'll send it to you so you can send it to her.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Jean.
If you click in the chat, if you click on the media button, you can scroll to see links that have been shared. So if that was like a link from Instagram, we can find it really quick.
It's from YouTube. It's from YouTube,
Okay,
but she
perfect.
teaches you how to make Instagram videos. So, and I
Awesome.
know Reels on Facebook is like Instagram Reels, so it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're
Yeah, and-
easier to edit in Instagram?
I think so. I think so. And then I just download it from Instagram before I post it. And then I use that on Facebook. I use it on TikTok. I use it on YouTube. I post it to like all the places. So I make it once and then I post it everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, my friends. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye,
You too.
ladies.
Bye.
Bye.